Alright, done eating now. I had to rush that. Took longer to do than I thought. But it was not me. Anyways. They're like, what, one person that's here? Hi, it's Aggie! Hi, Aggie! I gotta post things now. Is everything working? Yeah. Oh, I need music. Where's music? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's gonna do some Steam thing. Hello. So anyways, I actually did a lot of work and not a lot of work on this at the same time this weekend. There's a lot more yellow. Yellow's a good sign. This part right here isn't exactly complicated, at least part of it isn't. And then this part is... This part's going to be like the entire, like everything, the entire time I worked on this over again. I mean, this will be easy, but I need opinions on a couple of parts of this. Because like... But I wanted to wait till more people popped up before I started asking opinions. Anyways, where are they? You know what? This is bugging me. I need to fix this. That is not supposed to be cards. Hello. So that is... No, it's this one. Materials. Models. I'm pretty sure you put it under this. This is going to be... Is it with armor? Armor blackjack. Yes. Is this the right one? Maybe not. Oh, wait, the armor was separate. That's what it was. Blackjack check is pickbuck. There we go. It's not Tuesday, it's Monday. I'm confusing people. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I swear I have Twilight's picture, cutie mark somewhere around here. I thought I had like a... Oh, it's not there. Guess I did. Sweet. Okay, I need that as a new one. So I have to actually open it. Need to replace this with this. bit big. Okay, so that'd be... How is this sitting? Why did you not shrink? Okay, so this is... Top is... There? That's weird. So we do like this. That maybe? That should work. Okay. And now I need some kind of... need to modify this so that it better fits the background. So I'm going to keep it just a little small hue of the orange, and then I'm gonna do photo filter color. Can I just grab this color? There we go. Maybe that won't work like I thought it would. Is it just doing the middle? I want the white to go down too. Wait, I think you can do the old version, right? Yeah, use Legacy, that should work. Yeah, there we go. Do that, and maybe I do want to drop the saturation all the way down. Do it like that. Let's see how that works. Text dot twilight sparkle. There's no mid-map, no level detail. Okay, these can take a little bit to open. Oh, that was actually stupidly quick. No mid-map, no level detail. Save as, and we're gonna do that as this one as twilight sparkle. Go back here. Redirect this to the new one. No, I don't want to update. Now I'll just reload everything. Let's see if we now have a correct QD mark. Yes! That's a little off center though. Maybe I should get it up a little bit more to the left. Make sure that there's 3 stars on this side, stars on that side. So, just gotta take this, leave it up a little bit like that. Yeah. Oh. It doesn't. As soon as you start adding layers, it doesn't default back to Targa, which sucks. Oh, this just to work. And yeah, I know that there's an extension for Photoshop to be able to make VTS, but I like having the control that you have here, so I just keep doing it. Hello. Yeah, that's a little better. Her main one covers more of her butt, but the problem is on this, it covers, if I put it down that far, it's just going to look pretty bad. Plus it looks like it bends like really weird there. So I think that should work as it is. Gets the point across. I might drop the saturation all the way, but I'm not sure. I think that should work for now. She's missing a leg. Anyways, okay, so we got more people now. Yes, we do. Okay, good. Okay. Because I did do a render out of this, so that I had something to go off of. And let me prep that first. Full size one. Ow. That's a lot quicker. I'm getting there, but I was worried that like some of the action sequences, when you have the frame rate jumping around within SFM, I think you can block it to the frame rate that it's going to process at, but I prefer not to. So I wanted to do a render so I knew whether or not things are still working okay, and it actually turned out better than I expected for some of the fight stuff. The beard isn't going to be final. I have to go into the texture and alpha it out. So, but that takes time, so I just haven't done it yet. Alphaing stuff out like that on textures isn't difficult, but it's very time consuming, so. I went through some of these shots and I cleaned it up so that things were more timed better with the stuff in the actual video. There we go. Oops. So, oh, so there. So, anyways, this is what I have done, or how it looks on render. Let's go. There we go. Come on, I hit the button. Oh, the thing's not happening. I forgot to do him still. Let's just skip ahead because nothing happens for a bit. And there. And I cleaned up some of these too. Another change after that, but I put some time into it. Actually, I still like that Nightmare Moon bit. But the render of these actually turned out pretty good. Actually, let me actually make these good size. There we go. Yeah! Big! Such speed! So, but I think it turned out pretty cool. It does stuff. So, but the render actually looks way better than the other one, so. And that Rarity's like just standing up there. But doing her jump thing was actually really annoying, so. And then back to Gimp Horse. Because this one I wasn't sure how it was going to look on full render, but then like this one I did really quick the other day, and I really like the way that that looks. So I was happy about that. And then Rarity doing her little jump thing. I wasn't sure if she was moving too fast here. I still got to do Nightmare Moon doing her jumping across, but she looks like a frog up top, but I don't care. It looks okay from below. Whee! That's all that matters, if it looks okay on camera. What's the other thing that I do here? I cleaned this up so it doesn't look so stiff with her rising up, because I've added her hair movements and her glowy eyes. Actually, that's the one thing I wanted to check on that render. When she takes... I had some problems originally with the particles not running. Well, it still works better than it used to. Yeah, it still doesn't explode like I wanted to, though. I retimed it so that they take off in the order that the cannons actually fire. I added magic kabooms, which is doesn't look near as nice when it actually is playing. Actually, okay, it doesn't look too bad. Anyway, it's getting there. So, this is the shot that took me a long time, trying to get these particles to run right, because, ignore her stupidly long arms. Trying to get some electric that actually looked nice like that. Actually, it took a while. And those are from Gary's bombs, the actual particle effects for that. Gary's bombs, if you have never used them before, are pretty awesome particles for explosions and stuff. So I just used those. Boom, 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 boom. Except for that, just one of those particle effects is just, that's all the pieces to it. I mean, they're so complicated, but so awesome. Yeah, well, I used Trixie for this because technically the character, or it's supposed to be Kimberly, and Trixie was the only one I could think of that was magic-oriented that had a hat. And plus, all the magic he does is red, and she has the Alacorn amulet. So to me, that kind of just actually was amazingly fitting. So, hence we have Trixie blowing people up. I'm not sure I like how the electricity looks there, but I might just keep it because I don't know what else to do. Boom. Okay. I might have you just... No, I'm not going to call any of these shots fully done until later. So, because I've been taking a break from actually the full animating thing, because some of these, the keyframing for stuff, just for rarity here took me a couple hours. So I've been going and doing some of the cleanup, the ones turning red to yellow, or scene building stuff, which I actually wanted to do this one, so that she doesn't look so derpy. So we gotta figure out what it is that they're supposed to look like. Okay. Okay, so immediately looks up within just a couple frames. Okay. So the head reaches its pinnacle right when the camera starts backing up. Okay. I'm trying to keep this as accurate as possible. Hello. So the camera starts backing up right here. That was originally, I think, Trixie's marks, so that I know when she was passing by. So that means that here, till this point, I want to have her looking down. Bushy, bushy. No, there's nothing wrong with using the graph editor, trust me. I don't know, to me the motion editor feels more natural to what I would look for in its use. It doesn't mean it's wrong in any way, just my preference. And to me, the tools should be used in sync, not as separate, all-inclusive. Oh, you know, I can't tell where he's looking. Basically from a down position. I'm going to say that her up position is going to be... I don't want her looking right at the camera because that'd be weird. That makes her look curious. I think it's just like that works. Where's my highlight though? I really like I've been trying to do it where all the bad people have glowy eyes. Two. I already have one here? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, well, screw that one. I want a new one. I'll probably be streaming today, tomorrow, and like I want to actually try to stream every day this week, and potentially next week too, depending on my time availability. Because I get a lot done on these. It pushes me to get the stuff done that when I look that are usually too intimidating to do in my free time. Because I'm like, I don't want to do that. So the streams tend to be the time to get that stuff done. So this was the part actually I really wanted to get done, because now that a lot of the other parts are done, it kind of is like thing of seeing it come together. Did I actually? Yeah, I did. No, that's the light. That's why. I'm not really bum rushing this because I had it started. I'm just now actually deciding to finish it. Okay, so now I'm going to take that, remove the eyes. Nothing's locked. Yeah, there's some locked. No, there's not. I mean, like this, I did her pose here, and all this scene build probably November, December. I can't remember, when did I originally start this? Did I make a separate file folder for it yet? No. It'd be this one. Yeah, day created. I started it like last Thanksgiving, and it was, and I worked on it for about a week and a half. Okay, she's not low enough here, but I think I'm just going to work with what I have instead of redoing the actual movement here. So I want her to be lower. I'm going to take her there and there. Maybe a little earlier. Yeah, I could definitely finish this. It's just that I'd have to spend every waking moment working on it. And I basically am right now. Okay, that's what it is. I'm going down too much. I want to make sure, because he's just lifts his head, that's it. But she's got a smaller head. Oh, screw it. I'm just going to turn her head further down. No, because I'm just hiding her face like she's embarrassed. Don't look at me, I'm ugly. Yeah, well, the thing is I don't have much time between. It's closed for her. I should probably reload this model so I can get the fixed organization scripts. I'm gonna do that quick. At least it should be. I'm pretty sure I did. She is one of them. Why are you back here? Well, you're scaled up, aren't you? Which means that I can't do this. Okay, it didn't copy right. Yeah, okay. I have to make sure that I lock her or bake her procedural balls before scaling her, otherwise they don't scale correctly and then ouch. Yep, no, they're all fixed. Okay. I went through and I went through all the models I have, every one, and added them to the organizing script so I don't have it messed up and not showing certain things. I was thinking. Oh no, only 7. No, I don't do it on the weekends normally. So weekends I go like super focus mode, and if I'm really working hard on something, like this included, I'll like get started at like 10 in the morning or earlier, and I won't stop until like 10 at night. But I usually have my roommate here then, and I don't like to be a bother by having him feel bad about yelling in the background, so, or doing his own thing. Just waiting for this to finish thinking. There we go. Oh yeah, actually I was trying to go up with that. But I think I want to have her head because right now she's just like straight on, which is a little it's weird, but also it's not, it's okay. It's kind of the same problem I had with the other model, like in this shot, because originally it didn't look right with her coming out of the ground, but once they animated the hair to do that floppy thing, it like helped so much. So I think that's a lot of it here, is just once I get the hair animated, I just have to get the body looking right. And I'm really don't know what I want her to do here, like in terms of how she's looking. I'm just like literally just making motions and seeing what works. No point getting frustrated over the simplest things, but we'll just see what works. I don't care how her neck looks there because you can't see it anyway. And now I actually like that motion, not the other one. Eyes are kind of weird how they go catch back up here. Well, for one, I probably shouldn't have them be as... Oh. One is weird how they're working over here. The quote is fine. That's the one I don't want to select it, so I need to have this. Okay, I need to fix these. For some reason, these aren't doing what they're supposed to do. So these should be the same across. So I'm just going to blend these around. Find out where this is. That's there and there. And then 0 at those spots. There, now they actually open correctly. I want to have her eyes probably go a little wider here, but I got to keep the rays up because otherwise her eyes look weird here. I wonder if I could have her head go up further and then drop down a little bit, just so that I can have more fun with the eyes. No, because that kind of breaks her cool. Well, technically, I didn't make the particle. The particle is from Dota. I went through and just modified it to make it easier to use and to get rid of all the crap that didn't need to be on there. There's other sparklies and stuff, and it was originally timed to burn out after a few seconds. So yeah, all I did was modify it. I'm not that great at particles. I just know my way around them enough to modify. Have it come here, but I'm gonna have it actually converge to be a quicker or even angrier face. If you can get any more angrier than that, that's like super angry. Okay, when the eyes come down here, I have the eyes drop just a teeny bit. Does she have a wide flex? Yes, she does. I have the people who come from further down. Where's your eye light? Oh. So right here. Brighter also means I gotta darken it to make it more green. Up till that point, she's not even moving here. Where are you not moving? You're supposed to be moving into the first 2 frames. I'm just streaming to get stuff done, if they didn't already said that already. I have too many projects going on, don't ask. Alright, I think I'm okay with to just add something to her hair here. Because to me, it's just, that's going to add a lot. And I want it to actually blow in the wind, but I think I only have one bone. That's that bone. That, oh, that one's gonna suck. How was this? If I stretch it? That's gonna probably be the only way I'm gonna do anything with that. Or at least her hair's just two bones down here. So, alright, so I gotta set up a base position for her head. Or for her hair. I don't even think it's gonna let me turn this, will it? To be better position. That one I'm not... Okay, so I can't... I wanted to have it blow further out. Like, be fully across here. But I don't think I can do that. Okay. This is going to be fun. So I'm just going to say... From here... to here... I'm going to make this... You know what? Screw it. I gotta make it a 3 loop, so will that fit? Okay, good. Can I do it at the center point? No, I don't. Damn it. Oh, that's where that bookmark went. Disappeared. Again. Okay, can I do this evenly spaced? Yes. Now I have a middle point. Good. Alright, so I want the hair to go... Oh yeah, base positioning. So I want to have the hair... that. That. Like that. I want to make it look like she's got a bun, though. Might have to keep the hair partially on this side. I'll try it going crossing over and see what it does. Again, it only matters what's on camera. I'm going to try just doing this with the back hair here up higher. Alright. So the hair is going to go up. Then down. Okay, that halfway points. So So the hair's going down here, right? I'll just see what, I'll move it in that motion and see what happens. That's right, okay. So we'll keep that. Okay, and then at this point, hair will go down. Okay, kind of like that more. Okay. Probably should have actually done this hair first. So I'm going to lock this one, grab hair 3. I forgot that will break it, won't it? No, not in the final though. Okay, so where is this hair going right now? So this is the down point, the middle is the up point. So this is the down point. So I probably want to, oh, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to do my own thing with it and then just readjust it how it needs to be. So what can I control here? So I'll go with that. Is that the way it's going around? Pushes in, okay. So let's push out. Okay, same thing, midpoint. Midpoint, yes. Go to this one though. Okay, so maybe this one. Yep, okay. Because hair shouldn't just like rotate around a point, it should actually pull and flex. So that's what I'm doing. So this is pulse, and I'm going to compress. Maybe not so much. Okay, see how that likes them together. Wish I could yank it up more, but the bones won't let me. Okay, so I'm just gonna call that good for now. No, this back one. Okay, there we go. Same thing. So we need to have it go down. And what I'm, for the hair, I'm kind of just doing is I'm just taking two motions, so down and up. So that's what those two motions there are. Copying and pasting them so that each box has the same motion. Oops. So then they cross over. Now that's just rotating. And then I'm picking the midpoint between those. So this is the 1 point, this is the 1 point. So I need to pick the spot between. That's why I wanted to have even centers. And I had to figure out which way up and down I needed to go to make it look right. So I don't think it's that side. I think I want this side. No, up would be on this side. Or is it one over? Oh. Right there. Might be on this side. It just doesn't seem right over there. Ah, actually I think that was it. Yes, that's it. Okay. And this point right here, or is that the one I did it from before? No. So this would be down. Yeah. I think though I'm gonna grab this point right here. I'm gonna rotate it more, pull it back. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Alright, I'll keep that. This is the one that's gonna bother me. How do you make this look floppy? Stands out too much to be like, if I turn it this way, it turns into like a toothpick. It almost disappears. Where did you go? With the hair off to the side there, to make that feel natural, it'd have to be at about this height. Might be able to get this to work by just fucking with it as much as possible. There. So, okay, that's a decent base, but I just see this animating like crap. See how this works.
give that a shot. Gonna be so effed up. It's from this Full Metal Alchemist intro. I feel like I have to yank it backwards to make it work, but then I have to like cross into the hair. All it would need is one more bone. That's all. But no, it's got a single bone. Who thought that was a good idea? You know what? I might just say screw it and say that this is looking pretty nifty or something. What did I do? Oh yeah, here. It's just clips from here. That's it. Yeah, I'm probably just going to say that's about the best I'm going to do for that little strand. Other than potentially... Let me get back lower here. Maybe the same on this side. Let's see if that works. Nope. Okay, she does lift up right here, so I'm just gonna have it pull into the head for this moment because that's when her head goes up, and then have it probably pull back a little bit there. Okay, and then her ears. Base should be this direction. Okay. Rotation. Which direction is that direction? X. Stronger movements there.
Yeah, like the motions, just too fast. Okay, so the ears look okay. Now the wings. How many bones are in the wings? Please tell me more than one. There's one. Flabby, flabby. There's probably no way to close them, is there? Nope. Freaking flappy flabbies. Well, make do with what you got. So we're gonna do left wing is gonna be probably back down like this. This one's going to be a little lower and further down. No, maybe not. It doesn't look right from that angle. I could probably just, like, remove her wings and nobody would notice. I was going to say that they're turned down like this. Just have this one turned out a little bit. Oh, I can't even see it from that angle anyway. Which means I have to turn it out because I need to make sure that both are visible. Otherwise, people would think there's some kind of an symmetry issue. I overthink things. Just the rotation. Is this going to be X again? Yes. Is it X with both? I was going to say all rotation, screw it. So I don't like that up and down motion. So yeah, I do want to grab just X. What does Y do? Not what I wanted to do. So say these two. Yeah, that should work. Less smooth. More smooth. And just a little play ahead. There. Not too bad. Trixie might need a little something something here. Dang it, how many bones does her cape have? Or is it hidden here? 3? Why can't I move it? Oh, she's probably out of time. Whoa, that everything was locked, wasn't it? Damn it. Well, does that fix it though? No, it does not. Well, that's the other one, wait. Why is your cape still broken? Her cape's working. I can vet it. Oh, I wonder. No, that's not an old version, because otherwise I wouldn't even see them. This is before I named it to props. Sounds like I'm just gonna have to get everything to this new Trixie. Oh, that's why. Hold on. Because this Trixie's wasn't showing. Why did I have a separate cape? I can't remember. Am I using the old version of the model? No. Oh, I think I had a separate version of the cape because it allowed me more control. Because I think, if I remember right, yeah, it had the collars and everything on there. Okay, awesome. That's why. There was, I know I had a reason why I separated the cape from her. She's way too happy for this. So, okay, that makes sense. So, cape can't move because this is cape. There we go. Alright, so when Kimley drops, everything is in the air. I love how he just like literally slides down. So his cape and everything is up. This won't work when she gets to the ground, but from this angle it actually does work. So I'll just run with it.
Is there nothing between chest 2 and cape 1? I don't think so. Way too unfocused here on her though. Where is my volumetrics? What is this light doing? Oh, this is lighting Trixie. Okay. Not really well named. Soren's not even in the shot. You know what? I think it's the snow that's doing that. Yes, it is. Blowing clouds. Get out of there, clouds. Back further. Okay, a little bit closer. That's my snow field. It's like a bunch of Play-Doh. Okay, so there, now I have snow crossing in front of her, but I'm not like washing her the hell out. That's not what I want. And when he comes down, he's lit about the same, so she needs way more lighting than that. So this is going to be Trixie name. I need to rename some of these though. The Soren, is it his? So this is Chris and Light. Chris highlight. Chris light. Is there only one or no, there's two? Light 2. That doesn't. It's confusing looking at it later and going, what the hell is that name for? Lit. Probably should lock the light to her. It's gotta be make sure that that light is not hitting Chrissy at all, because otherwise you're gonna see a light just kind of fade right through her. So that's her main light. Just like others, I need her other types of light. This, if I move it manually there, I should be able to not have to worry about stuff breaking. So let's see, move that over. Okay, now I can be the light. The locking thing breaks down pretty quickly if you move it too much around a model once it's already locked. Still letting her up too much from the sides. There, that's a lot better. Trixie rim. She doesn't even really need an ambient, but I do want to put a on the other side over here. Angle. Does it have shadows on? No good. It's, to me, there was matchups with characters, but it was, and I had reasons for a lot of things. Others were just generic. So, like, I decided that she should be Sloth because it just, I don't know, it felt fitting here. Plus, it was just the contrast of the black, because the black that he has, the darkness, so it matched with Chris there. Trixie fit for Kimberly because of the hat, the Alicorn amulet, which she actually is not wearing right here. Where is your Alicorn amulet? You're cheating. I want to get that in there quick. There we go. Is this one mergeable? Yes, it is. Sweet. Wait, did I have to hide her crystal in the other ones? I think I did. Let me check that quick. Is there a separate texture for that? Gem, yes. There we go. Fixed. And then who else I have here? I felt that the Spitfire was good for the Armstrong chick. I can't remember all the names. It's been a while. Ignore the beard. Hello. Hello. Bye-bye. Hello. Bye-bye. Rarity was Greed because I felt it was a kind of a funny opposite. Nightmare Moon is what's his face? Wrath? No, I'm not sure anymore. And Shining Armor fit for Al for obvious reasons. He's armor. Sombra because of tentacles and stuff. I thought he was fitting for Diamond Tentacles. Twilight because Twilight. Also, Shining Armor has the younger version of the model, so that's why it worked out well here too. At the beginning, no. Celestia is their father because that was obvious. The Wonder Bolts are supposed to be the tanks that actually launch here. I retimed it because it's supposed to be the third tank, then the fourth tank, then the first tank, then the second tank. So I went and retimed them so they actually take off in that order too. Accuracy. And since he had goggles, I made Soren. I thought about doing that as Rainbow, but Rainbow felt like more of an authority figure, so I went and made Rainbow. I can't remember what I made Rainbow. Let's pull up this version. Well, Spike is... I'm replacing... Well, they're... Twilight is supposed to be Ed, and Shining Armor is supposed to be Al. In terms of their roles, I am replacing... swapping them, because I felt that having Shining Armor... Normally it would be Edward over here and Al over here. But since Shining Armor has a girlfriend, I thought I'd do that, put that over here, and have Cadence with their... That's supposed to be their teacher, so that kind of worked out well for having Shirley. And the two guards from the east are just going to be some of the night guards, because they're the only two that can be similar looking. Spike is that little midget from the east. The little panda thing I was gonna make Owlicious. I made Hawkeye. Originally, I was gonna make Rainbow be the Big Armstrong, but I replaced it with being Hawkeye because Hawkeye had the little pet, so I made the pet, the doggy, be a turtle. So, but this shot I'm still working on because that's gonna be a very let me go back to it here. A very full shot. Yeah, I'm doing the whole opening for it. I don't. Let's see if I can render. If this is still quick to render out, I can kind of run through what I have. I'm putting it side by side so I can determine timing. But there's still a lot to do. But it's a lot of the hardest stuff is done. And now I'm just filling in the gap of the easier stuff. Which I think is a better idea. I've always learned that don't start a project doing the easy stuff and then burn out on the hard stuff. Do it the other way around, because at least the completion parts are going to be like, oh my god, this is so easy now, and you won't be so demotivated to finish. So. Come on, I've already previewed you. You should already have everything ready for me. Oh no, because I moved it again, that's why. I do have to reposition that one scene with the Ponyville in the background. Oh yeah, that's the thing I needed opinions for. There we go. Alright, so for those who didn't see it again, I'll show it again. Can I that's too far. Can I get slightly closer? Ooh, whoa, no. Let's see if I can do like this. Okay, that doesn't work. Damn it. Whatever. Gonna have to make do with this. So yeah, this is what I got so far. Come on. Actually, let me turn down the audio. This is the original. This is what I'm doing. But some of these parts I haven't fully done. Though I did find out actually how Full Metal Pony goes. Somebody helped in the comments. Forgot to thank them. I have to do that still. But skip towards things happening again. This shot's in a different map, so that's why the render doesn't look right. That scene's gonna be tough. Just have to balance this one off a little bit. No, I'm not recreating a whole episode. Screw that. This was always my favorite intro to Full Metal Alchemist, so that's why I'm doing it. Plus, that song is really addicting. I'm still happy about how this shot turned out here. I wasn't sure if this would actually look good, like action-y, but it actually looks pretty good. So, they're in sync. Still like that shot though. No, okay. So actually, I needed opinions on something, or I think there's two things. I just got to remember which two things they were. Because sorry. Like this shot, this one I thought was funny. Look, watch this. I don't know how I'm gonna do what they did here. Watch their motions here. Right now, they are aiming their hands at each other, so they are facing each other. Now, if we go a couple frames forward, you will notice that they suddenly just like magically turn in place and have their backs to each other. You don't even see their legs move. They literally just spin in place. They are on tops. How I'm going to make four-legged people do that is going to be very fun. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to trying to do that. But when you have it actually play through, I mean, it fits. But it's just as weird. So, but anyways, first thing. I don't know what to do for this door. Because, I mean, I could just take a model, texture it so that it works like that. The problem is I can't really make it blow up. And so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do something like that. The one option I have is to utilize the windows that I had for the other video, but I don't want to use those in that kind of a situation yet. I want to keep those for just the one video. So I'm not sure how I want to do this, or what replacement I want to put in place of this. Actually, I can see it clipping like hella bad there too. Or what I want to do for a replacement for that door. I mean, getting that lighting effect wouldn't be difficult. I just don't know what to put in there. So I don't know if anybody has an idea as to what I could do instead of that door. Because so far, even back here, right here, I have it as I just put a normal door back there because I just wanted to put something there for the meantime. But it doesn't. I don't have to make it as an exact reference to the show. All I have to do is make it so that it's a reference to something. I just don't know what to put there. I'm thinking putting the stained glass might work, but I'm afraid of. I don't want to utilize the breaking window models yet. And I should navigate or door and then flash a light. Yeah, kind of. Part of the cool things about that shot is the actual just watching it break. But yeah, maybe. I thought about doing something like that because there is flat models. If I play with it, I could probably make it kind of work, but it would look so cheap, and that's why I'm trying to skip on doing cheap. Because that's the one thing. And what was the other bit? There's something else. Oh yeah, here, that's what I'm going to do a replacement too. Ed and Al are going to be swapped spots here because when, instead of having Al, it's going to be Ed or Twilight, because Twilight will have Owlicious here, and the little midget girl is going to be Spike. She's punching him. And then love interest, so that'll be Cadence. Wait a second. There's some continuity breaks here, but I'm just gonna let that go. I didn't even realize the positioning doesn't really work there, but okay. And the problem with this shot too, technically every person that is in this vicinity, any visual vicinity, is an actual person from the show. So I'm just gonna have to hit a point. Even these people, like the white coats, are people in the show. Every one of them. So yeah, I'm just gonna start throwing random things out there. There's gonna be duplicates all over the place. Is there that actual Tartarus gate? I mean, I could retexture something to make it fit, but I don't know if they actually show the gates of Tartarus. Yeah, I don't. Oh, or is that it? Or is that just somebody's interpretation? Because I don't think they actually show the gates. Because if it's not an iconic gate, the use of such would just be looking like any door then. It's just something that would actually be a reference to the show would be the only thing that would matter. I still love this picture. I still love that picture. Anyways, so, yeah, I don't think there is one. If you could find one, that's great. Then I can try to see what I can do. But, that's pretty funny. Anyways. Void. Well, I did see one, because I saw this door was. What picture did I click? I clicked a couple. Oh, this one. But the thing is that do they actually show that? That's what I'm more. I've been thinking about. Was it just somebody that came up with an idea for where it now looked, or is it the actual door? That's not. That is not. That's probably like from Diablo. Yeah, but if it's not iconic enough, there's no point in using it. So, and I don't think that there's one that's iconic enough. But I mean, I could do something like. Because and I hate to do this just because I think it'd be wasting it early, but technically I can just retexture it to whatever I want, use it for that. But there we go. Because Rainbow's best pony. Obviously, this won't be rainbow. 'Cause how did that door look? Very, very steep angle. Thing is, it wouldn't open, but technically I could just... There's the elements door, but I don't... That is definitely not going to be used before then. But I mean, it's because I technically could just have it literally pick like some point here. Go shattered where the center's open, but not look like it's overly open. Got to turn down. Shirred. I have an MLP door of some sort, but it's it's something I'm using specifically for something else. I don't want to use it before then. Here, so I gotta keep it going till then. So yeah, I could do something like that, but I'm not sure. Obviously, I'd have it explode further out. That's about the only thing I have that can actually like explode, I guess. I can't think of anything else I have that would, and it's that texture will not be the final texture. It's just going. That's just a stand-in because I used it for something else. So I'm not sure. It's something I still have to throw around, but it's something I don't have to figure out right away. No, I'm not going to use the vault door because that's completely other genre, different crossover. But the thing is I need something that I have a resource in regards to. So that's the problem with using like the Tartarus door. I'd have to actually get a door that looked like that, and having one, I have something I could maybe use like it, but I can't blow it up. So that's what it comes down to, is I need something that can actually be torn apart, and I don't think there's many things I have that are able to do that. Before, I'm having a problem with running out of index spaces, so I gotta make sure I save before I fully load stuff. Like here, the model counts. But I know, like was mentioned, there is the rock model that I was using for what was down here? That's actually a pretty nice rock bottle. I should have meant less polygons than I thought. They're really good with their bump maps on that mega pack. Ooh, that's a really nice one. Is that shatter? No. Mega pack has pretty cool stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Ooh. I missed those going through last time. This nice sheet. It's awesome. I can actually use that. Yeah, I can take the text. I can change the texture of anything to anything. That's not a problem. I just need to have a model that I am able to blow up. That's why I'll sit on sequences on here, because if I go through, I just got to go through until I find something that has more than idle. I'm not sure what this one is. Doesn't really do anything. And that'll show me the pre-built-in animations that are on the model themselves. Normally, anything that has a sequence of some sort will have extra bones or things that can separate. Therefore, doors that can blow up. Yeah, like here, these ones are animated to open. And you just have their base, they're open, and then the animation to get between the two. I think it's under explosion though. What is this? Oh, that's just it coming out of the ground, isn't it? Yeah. Open. That is a great animation.
There we go. These ones. Technically, this has the boom animation. But if anything, it just comes down to having all these models that are usable. So if I take them all, I can make them closer. You know, circling doesn't always work. Alright. Then closer. 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 This is going to be horrible cheating if it works, but because I've said before, if it works, who cares how you did it? Ah, screw it. I was going to do this one line at a time now. Okay. So a lot of clipping going on, but and I probably should have done that before or after loading the sequence, but I guess it really doesn't matter how it would animate. But then I could take, you know, grab one rock and throw it out. So this does kind of work, but then I still need to have a base door to put it in front of, and I don't know if using the Tree of Sephiroth is still something that would be a good reference. So since I don't know if there's a door model that would fit as a replacement for that. That actually could work. Okay, I have the left door. Where's the right door? Is that it? Yeah. Because I could retexture those. Oh, they're not tall enough, though. I need something taller. It needs to be tall and thick. What door is that? Oh, Pyrotechnic Kings, okay. I've got some interesting doors.
don't know if there's any doors that are actually that tall. And I wish I could find something with more of a reference. At least I can blow up something. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave that for now. I think I'll come back to it. I'm kind of... It's something I'm still up in the air about. I do want to fix something in this shot, though. Is his head invisible? Kind of. It's not really visible. I hate how it fades from his head down, but what do you do? I gotta fix the texture on that so it doesn't have the frickin' chain flipping around with the chain. Let's finish up this one anyway. Jiggle hat. I think it curved a little too much there. Okay. Because if I animate all of her clothing, I actually don't even have to animate her body. So that's why I want to do that. Clothing is easier. Trixie is not... Trixie is not the big... That's her hat. I need her cape. So from here to here. Yeah. This. Ooh. I don't know I can animate that. Why did I go that way with it though? Okay. I'm going to say that that shot is good enough to be orange now. Yay. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't animate her mouth. I'm okay with that being the last look she has. But I wanted her to go up into a snarl from right here. So from here to here. How's that pucker? That's not even a pucker. That's barely a pucker. This is the first model that actually has the open and close cancel each other. Oh no, it does pull it back. Okay. The only reason I don't want her to smirk is it implies, like, if she was happy about something, it feels more like it's something that she would handle. The anger makes, because in this case it's supposed to be that Kimberly defends Sloth, so, like, you know, protects him. So I like the idea that it's supposed to be the same way here, that she's being protected, but to me, if somebody is happy about it, they don't really need to, or they have a method of defending themselves. So in this case, I want it, by having her angry, at least implies that somebody defending her is fitting. I do want to check one thing with the camera. Okay, so it just backs up. So she does. Sloth takes up so much of the camera, and Chrissy's like, whatever. I'll take up a little bit of the middle. I do like the way the wind effects turn out there, though. Other than the little, like, thing on her head there, that turned out pretty bad, but what do you do? Okay, so now we gotta have her land. For one, something wrong with her tail, for one. I'm gonna make sure that... Oh yeah, I never actually animated the tail for this either. Damn it! Where is your tail? And why is it completely busted?
Okay, I think I might need a per tail on the other side. Just seems weird over there. Like everything's flopping on one side. Alright. Actually, I'm going to keep it on that side. I'm just going to flop back and forth. So I have it on from here. Actually, not screw it. I'm going to do one flop from... Let's see, from here. Should be this one and... that way. And that way. Can't sit down, so who cares? Alright, now tail 1, 2, right there. Okay, that should work. Just gotta readjust its base. Actually, if anything, I'm having it lower and showing it swooping up like the rest of it. Yeah, maybe not quite that much. It does kind of have a toothpastey look to it, doesn't it? Just trying to find a fitting motion here. Just to me doesn't look great sitting low like that. Good enough for me. Oh well. Next one.
Hi, Todd.
So where does she hit the ground? Right here. Does that time correctly? Yep. How many frames was it for? So impact is here, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 8 to a full stand. How long is the full impact? 1, 2, so 4. So right here, let's see if that works. Probably get her to a pose that actually works. Does he still hold his hat? Yes, he does. Same pose, basically. Okay. The cape will kind of be in the way. I want to have it doing a flippy flap thing, but not for... I need to really fix that tail. The tail is bugging me. It looks like a skunk. There. That's going to be a little bit hard. It's clipping through the cape. One thing here too. Okay, the only thing I can see is... Okay, I want to fix this. Okay, no, just the tail. Okay. I want to fix Christy so that I think I had a jammer tail into her ass. I'll think about it. No, I didn't. Just is always in her ass. I need to give her a little bit of life here, because as of right now, I like how the camera angle looks, but there is absolutely no life to her. So I'm just going to pick one point here and have it just be like she's dipping down a little bit. So I need all her feet. Oh yeah, she's scaled up. This will be fun. How much of an effect does that make? Oh, enough. By doing this one motion, I'm technically making two, because I can have a return back to the other motion, therefore making I can do 2 loops off the one. Or two movements off of just one more pose made. I want to make sure that the legs actually look like they're bending. I don't want to look like she's just like literally collapsing. I think this one needs to be bent a little more. Problem is the by scaling it breaks. It rescales the feet to the original size, which kind of breaks what I want to do with it. There, that's the motion I was looking for. Have that knee bend down a little bit. Hopefully the foot doesn't need to move. I can do that separately. Break the tail in general. Oh, because I locked it. Now it's... Why is it stuck to the original scale now? Whatever. We'll fix that in a minute. moving too fast. But that's fine because I kind of wanted to lessen it anyways. So this is the original, so I'm going to playhead that. It's fine, spin that out. That much. This should work for motion. Now I gotta lock where through your shoulders and oh god, this might actually look really disturbing. Yes, it does. Alright, now let's see if I can fix that tail. I think I might need a whole new model for it, though. Did it just like overall break? I think it might have. Yeah, that's weird. Or the tail's like not attached for some weird reason. Oh, whatever. I can fix it the old-fashioned way. I think if I just lock it to the pelvis, wouldn't that just fix it? Yeah, that did it. Okay, so I have a bone there. There's gotta be another bone that's for that twist that's in it. Oh no, just turning it does that because it's really weird. Okay. So it makes a quick cycle for the tail. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that got motion already to it. Oh, it has motion to keep it in place. That tail is just not wanting to behave. This one I can't really pull on because it'll just yank it out of her ass. But I do want to give it a little bit of an up motion. So this is going to be default, a little bit more on that side. Go that way. Go that way. Okay, and then I want to give it some of that up and down motion as well. Okay, and then this is also going to pull a little bit, so when it goes up, I'm going to go right about here. I want it to pull up or pull out. Or be a better over here. I don't know if pulling will really be needed on this one. Alright, it looks a little weird doing it. If anything, it'd be when it goes this way, so I'll just give it a little bit more pull going that way. That was there, so this will be here. Let's pull in. Okay.
So that's Trixie. I just realized that's blowing the wrong way, technically. Don't think having it on the other side would be more of a distraction on this side. I like having everything blocked on that side. If anything, I'll just have this till 1 turn up and this till 1 turn down. And I don't want to have this opening created there. Right there. So at this point, this tail needs to be down far enough to not do that. It's a visual thing. By not creating a gap there, I keep that part separated. The holes in the tail I can't really prevent, so... Well, she just kind of lands, and then it's like, and magic! I thought the jitter kind of stopped fast here. Kind of okay with that. Yeah, I think I'll keep that. Just a small little camera bump.
Okay, so now I can go back to Trixie. Still, like the lighting here just seems weird to me. Plus, how the background is. For one, it should be brighter. I don't have it like way too depressing. That's kind of the way I've set up all these shots. So I might go back and brighten them up. Animating first. Okay, so she hits the ground here. There. Does this work to have her bounce from this position? That'll work. Problem is there's no actual ground to work from, which kind of sucks. I probably should mark those. Okay, so this is where I technically should have locked her legs from where I thought they were going to land. Just like them here. Wait, not that kind of lock. In. Now you're going to see your feet, but it helps give me a base to work off of for bending your legs. So how much I need to bend them and all that. I think I've learned that the legs should then go out and should go in more of a squatting position.
Sorry, I'm focusing. Actually, hold on. Let me try the lights. I'm not falling asleep or something. Man, it's so dark. I'm gonna grab a french fry.
I feel like the landing's okay, but I think the reaction is too slow or delayed. I need to quicken it. I think I want to have her head almost like turning back up around this direction. Yeah. The thing I gotta be careful of here though is that her hoof is technically clipping. Normally I'm perfectly fine with, but from that angle it stands out a lot. I'm actually gonna lock. Let's see if I can fix that twist there by instead twisting her shoulder. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to. I think I fixed it a bit. Yeah, it's not so noticeable now. It's to put it in that position. It puts you in a very, very, very tight spot for having everything work. So. No, actually, I like the light. I used to spend when I was younger. I'd just sit in the dark all the time, but I've learned that that's not just that it's not good for you, but just became like it wasn't good. My eyes were starting to bother me and such, and so I was like, screw this. So the cape. I'm going to do the hat first so I get an idea of what I'm working with. Okay, and everything should be blowing to the right. Okay. Well, screw this. Do like I did with Chrysalis. So the hat's base position should be partially swung to the right. I'm going to keep it pointing this way. I'm going to have the... Maybe the tip would work. Yeah, I'll just keep it like that. Oops, actually I should do it with all three. And I've said it before in stream that how I make all the motions much more than I need, and then I can go back and reduce it easily. So I'm making it a good bit stronger than what I'd expect to be using, but that's fine because I can reduce it easily. It's just harder to increase. Okay. Just past the middle. Wait, I did that wrong. I copy all three of these, did I? Nope. Ah, I caught myself early. Oh, there's still a broken piece here. I missed out somebody's rotations. Yeah, right here. Damn it. I hate doing multiples at once. That middle bit's fine. To me, Kimberly always looked like a pimp, so I think that's fitting. Or whatever, I'm not going to worry about the rest, so. It looks wobbly. Okay, maybe not too. only problem I have with it right now, how it is it makes it look like it's just bouncing from the impact. So I'm thinking I'm just going to have it have motion, but very, very little. I'm not going to do impact stuff yet. So now I got to have her tail swing down. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna just throw some cheap wind effects on it. Should be going up, but not down. Oh, it's an override. That's my error. It's like, why isn't this not behaving the way it should?
Okay, now I'm kind of curious as to how to make the cape work. The thing is, the tail actually kind of blocks it, so I can get away with hiding part of it anyway.
probably destroying what I'm doing. I want to have noticeable shake to it. What's the axis that goes up and down here? Yes, that's throw that too. But maybe not that much. Gives it the noticeable shake though. So I think I might just keep that. Drop it down a little lower, turn it a little, oh, maybe not. I don't think the other one is visible, so don't really have to worry about that one. Her hair in the back is visible. I don't know how I almost forgot about that. Trixie is right now hidden. Too much motion. There's lots of tricks. Oh, there's actually not much for lots of Trixie planned. I mean, she blows stuff up here, but that's about it. I don't know if there's much more I can do to make her realistic wind blowing there. I think there's a lot of different jiggles she has to move, but it makes it so you can definitely add a nice realistic effect to everything.
still don't like the fact that her legs are straight down like that when she comes down, but well, you know what, I probably will. She impacts right here. Yeah, I don't think I even noticed. Plus, in the actual video, his legs are straight anyway. Well, they're together, so I guess that makes a little more sense there. Should her nose be wrinkled here? Yeah. I suppose missing. I thought that look was a little weird otherwise. I still don't like it how her eyes kind of look with it, but it's about the best I'm going to make on it. Actually, she kills 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then boom. She blew them up. They got owned. Alright, I'm going to say that this one is good. This one then, I completely forgot. I still technically have to animate the hair and everything, like, going around. So I'm actually going to change this one to red. Until I do that, because there's a lot. I'd have to animate her hair, and orange right now is basically done stuff. I'm just not making it green until I've actually went back and cleaned up anything. Like, I don't really like the background here yet. Technically, the Wonderbolts aren't flying in like they are right here. So I have to add in them flying in. Now that I realize that her leg is in the way. Thing is, I really don't want to change that camera at all because I really like just the way it looks in general. I mean, his leg actually comes across there, so it really wouldn't hurt to put it like this. Technically, it should be probably like this. I like the other one more. I don't know. There's something about the way that she's standing here that I think is just awesome. I might move it more later. Who knows? 'Tis a flesh wound. I always feel these scissors. I do gotta play with the lighting in here, but also I gotta make it so that this is like way different how it acts, because it shouldn't be like even how this showed it here. Oh. That beginning's okay, but as soon as it hits here, he stays low, she's going high. So I have to actually change this so that the difference between the ground here and the level of actually where the main area is here is almost exactly what I'd want it to be. I just have to match that so that the ground is more towards the bottom here. So, but getting the camera to move like that is not exactly easy. I was like, wait, that's off center, but that's because I have it literally off center. So, I think in here, yeah, it's showing the bot. Like I'm showing things I shouldn't be showing here, like bottoms of mountains. Well, that's because the mountains are clipping. Bad mountains. Wait, what about all this? Oh, that's not that shot. Snow Hill. I don't want to put that there because then we have a distinct separation. Just want to have it in that bottom corner. I know I can't control my mountains. They're out of control. They're too strong for the mountain god. Okay. Still looking good so far. I still think, even though the original didn't have a background here, I almost want to add one because for some reason it just feels so plain. Like, eh. Here is best animating ever. Watch Rarity for this 1/3 of a second. Best animation. Oh, look at her. Look at those amazing dodging skills. All she has to do is lean. Like, it's like, ah, come back here! Come back here! I have to add her magic effect to the sword too, because otherwise it's just like, why is it floating? I'm proud of that shot though. Here, let me fix this roof. I shouldn't even need to dodge. Fucking sword misses anyway. Rarity. Fail. I still think this is going to be fun too. Rarity's position here is like really interesting. And getting her out of it will be fun. Because technically I have to have her flip back. There we go. But her tail hasn't been animated yet, so that's kind of why it's flopping there. I gotta do her. I don't know if I've done it with this Nightmare Moon yet, but I've hid the mane. Yeah, I did. I hid the manes on them because the manes are really annoying. Like you can see right here. The tail is like not really deciding when it doesn't want to show through objects, and it gets really annoying for that. And even when it does, it's really weird coloring. So I've just been removing such or using the old main. Anyways, that even for Rarity's movements there, it fits. It might be quick, but where are you? Yeah. I'm gonna check, is that coloration the right timing? Kind of like a half-light thing there, that's kind of cool. Mine ends quicker, but that's fine. But yeah, I mean, Rarity here, jumping does seem fine. I was worried it was going to look like it's too fast or not work. But I think it works fine. Anyways, so it is 10 o'clock, which means I probably should be getting to bed. I want to keep working on stuff, but I also know that if I get too tired, I get horribly unproductive. So I'm still forcing myself to go to bed at a certain time. So, I will be streaming again tomorrow. I think, what am I going to work on tomorrow? Probably finish animating her in this little bit so that I can at least call that part done. I want to try to get some of these actually like done so I can potentially start renders and final edits. Because I don't want to have to worry about that last day. I want to start doing this shot towards the end of the week because this is the scary shot. These shots are going to be pretty easy. I might start working on some of those tomorrow just so I have it partially done. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, why do I have desert test on these? But that makes sense. Shut up, Todd. Anyways, alright. I'm gonna go to bed and stuff. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be probably 6 o'clock. It might be a little after 6 just because traffic sucks. And it took me forever to get home just today. So, heads up. So, anyways, we'll do it again tomorrow. Good night. Good night.